Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Water Cooler. I am Sarah from Texas, and this is our place to chat all the latest reality TV gossip. And of course, Jeff Lewis, the Jeff Lewis After Show. I'm sorry, I am trying to rep my $275 overpriced Shebra Sheree hoodie that I bought last year. Can you even see it on YouTube? It is so not comfortable. I bought it too big. It's just not soft. I mean, I'm trying. Anyways, oh my gosh, so much to chat about. It was such a good show. We are going to go long. We are going to go 1 hour today. The last 15 minutes or more are going to be Ask Me Anything. So get all your questions ready. This is the unofficial Jeff Lewis merch mug that my children got together and bought me for Christmas. And I said, "Oh, where'd you get it?" And they said, "Etsy." And I said, "Oh, you bought me unofficial Jeff Lewis merch." And my kids go, "We didn't know he sold merch." When I tell you my kids don't give a rat's ass about Jeff Lewis, I'm not even kidding. They don't even know he sells his own merch. So, anyways, sorry they bought my shit off of Etsy, but anyways, it was so funny. I also added to my thing, my friend Diane bought me this chump key ring at the event that we were at last week. So thank you for that. I am just dying. Y'all, January 20th is coming up so soon. Make yourself a priority. I promise you will not regret getting on a plane, getting in a car, whether you're 12 hours away, 30 minutes away. January 20th is going to be such a fun event in Hollywood. Tickets are already on sale. I made them a flat $50, no fees, no taxes, none of that craziness. Get your ticket. You will have so much fun. A lot of you tell me in comments, whether you're live or on the replay, if I have met you in person before, if you've had the pleasure of meeting other chumpettes and hanging out. It was so fun after all the events around the Jeff Lewis Live show in LA, but other things that I've put on are just so fun. The impromptu Jeff Lewis get together in New York City, where I met Suzanne, and of course I know Caller Annette already. It is just so fun. The ticket link is on my Instagram story. The ticket link is under my Facebook group, Jeff Lewis Obsessed. There's an event set up there. Very soon, the ticket link is on my TikTok profile. It's on my Instagram profile. When they say link and comment, link in bio, I never knew what that meant. So you go to your main Instagram page or your main TikTok. I don't think it's up on my YouTube. I will fix that, but I do have it up as a post. And then there's a link. So if not, send me a DM, send me a message. I promise you I will get you the ticket link before it sells out. I don't know. I haven't heard an update today of how many tickets are left, but it is getting close. We are trying to make this such an intimate, fun event. After it's a 4 to 6 in Hollywood, in LA, Saturday night, January 20th. Tickets are $50 flat. Then after that, we're going to go to dinner together. Then if everyone stays at the SLS Beverly Hills, which I know it's expensive, I'm not going to lie. I am getting a better rate and I'm trying to get an even better rate. I'm waiting to talk to Mario at SLS today, but I will be putting up a link for that for us to all stay at and then hang out at their speakeasy, which is like an Alice in Wonderland themed. When I tell you this hotel did not disappoint, it was amazing. And I'm going to tell you a super funny story about that in just a second. Okay, so grab your ticket. It was so fun to meet other people. Sorry, I've got a little bit of a with the holidays, all my kids are home, all the traveling. It's been so much fun, but it's exhausting, right? We have to admit the holidays are financially, emotionally, physically, everything exhausting, right? But it is so worth it for sure. But when I tell you, I want you to not have any regrets in 2024, it's true. I think so many people think, oh, I wish I could. I wish I could. And I understand finances are limiting. I'm not trying to act like they're not. But I think a lot of us hesitate for other reasons than finance. And we think, oh, I don't deserve to go and hang out with other people, or that's weird. I won't. I promise you, you won't regret it. You will be surrounded by your people. We will have so much fun, make so many memories, and start off 2024 right. It will be so, so, so fun. Okay, but I'm going to tell you a story about the SLS. So remember how I was invited by my new friends, Melanie and Scott, to be a guest at their $10,000 dinner with Jeff and Shane when was that? December 17th in New York City. So 3.5 hours, so much fun. We're all just sitting there chatting all night long. Somehow, so remember, we had already planned for weeks to all stay at the SLS Marriott Beverly Hills for the Jeff Lewis show, December 21st. My friend Jennifer in Chicago is the one who suggested the hotel. It was so worth it, so amazing. Jeff didn't know anything about that, right? But I'd made it public. Jeff, trust me, Jeff does not watch my Instagram. He's not in my Facebook group, none of that. Somehow he brings up the guy he talked about today, Chiro Judge, which is James, the chiropractor that called in a few weeks ago on the after show. They ended up DMing, then it quickly went to text. Now they had this whole weekend long date, and he went to Carney Wilson's party with him. So Jeff across the table said something like, so Friday, because remember, this is December 17th. His date with the Chiro Judge, James, was this Friday night, whatever that date was, the 22nd of December. So he goes, so Friday, I'm going to have drinks with the guy James from Chicago at SLS. And I go, what? I go, SLS. I go, Jeff, I'm flying out that afternoon. I said, but some people are making a whole weekend and they might still be staying at the SLS. He goes, oh my God. So we need to switch it up and we need to go to a different WeHo hotel and have drinks. And I go, Jeff, I go, the chumpettes are everywhere. I said, some of them are staying at other hotels and I don't know which other hotels they were. And he goes, oh, so we just need to avoid every hotel in WeHo Friday night. And I go, I mean, pretty much. I go, unless you want to be like seen by everyone. So I couldn't tell y'all that until now, but I thought it was so funny. I just died that I was like, look, Jeff, you're now stalking me. Y'all are going to the SLS hotel, and that's where we were all staying Thursday night after the Jeff Lewis live event. But I also knew that other people, because we've been chatting and the Facebook groups and everything, that other people were making this like a whole weekend staycation. So I didn't want them like showing up at the SLS and then, anyone thinking that I told Jeff to go to that hotel, because I absolutely was the opposite. I was like, dude, if you're trying to have like a quaint, let's have drinks and get to know this chiropractor dude from Chicago, well, then, you may not want to run into some fans at the hotel. So anyways, he didn't mention any hotel they went to, but apparently they were together Friday, Saturday, up until Christmas Eve morning when James had to fly home. And of course, Jeff had to get ready. So anyways, thought that was really funny. What else? I have not been able to keep up with all the Instagrams and all the Facebooks and everything. I'm trying to stay on my phone, but it's just been hard with, life and everything. But what was I saying with that? Oh, a gossip. Any shout out news? I don't really know anything that's going on. So if something big is happening, please put it in comments because I do want to know, but I really haven't been able to pay attention. So let's get in. Oh my gosh, I love that. Julie says, did Todd ever get word of our observation of his crotch situation? Oh yeah, I tagged him in that video. He very much is aware that we're talking about his crotch. On that reel, I think people have tagged Carrie in it and said like she's a lucky lady and stuff like that. Shout out Kathy. I think that's Heather McDonald's sister, right? Had a great Christmas. So I thought I was going to meet you. She had kept saying that she was coming to the Jeff Lewis Live event. So if she did, I never met her. So let me know if you ended up coming to that. Okay, let's get into today's show. It was Nikki Haskell. Some of y'all are already commenting on the Jeff Lewis Live after our Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group that y'all don't really love her. Oh my gosh, I loved me. Sorry, I'm getting so distracted by comments. Who was the lady that got kicked out? Oh, I definitely met her, the blonde. I'll tell you about that at the very end of the show. We definitely met her. I thought she was friends with Justin Martindale and his boyfriend, Evan Cobb. And they were like, no, we don't know her. Like, she's not with us. I don't know who she was. Sometimes she was very nice and engaging, and sometimes she was very mean about some of the chumps. Somebody told me that she was very mean during the show. Like she doesn't even like Jeff. So I don't know if she was just drunk. I have no idea. But somebody did tell security on her apparently. So I don't know. She was interesting. Okay, so but about Nikki Haskell, a lot of y'all are telling me that y'all don't love her on the show. I actually really like her. I feel like she's a kindred spirit of mine. Don't want to overuse that term, but I just feel like she lives life to the fullest. She has no regrets. She's learned a lot of things. I love that she is super honest. I love that she chats with Kathy Hilton at 2 a.m, like goals. Like I would literally, so 2 a.m. California time is 4 a.m. Texas time. I would take the biggest disco nap the next day if I ever had the opportunity to chat with Kathy freaking Hilton in the middle of the night. I would just die. So yeah, DJ Rockstar Erin, I would love her. I want to be her when I grow up. Abso-freaking-lutely, for sure. Um, Tanya says, Sarah, you need to encourage to them how much the South loves him. Getting closer from Alabama. He will love the beaches. Ain't no way Jeff's coming to Alabama. Let's just be real. And honestly, with his live shows, so many of us, I know everyone can't do it, but a lot of us flew in as far as Miami. I met someone from Boston, New York, Alabama, a lot from Chicago. Obviously, I'm from Texas. We flew in, me and Diane and Kim together. So many people flew in, drove in, made a weekend of it for Jeff's show. So I think it just financially and time wise makes sense for him to do LA area shows with all the chumps being able to come and all his friend chumps. So even who was on the stage at the event was Jameson was the moderator, then Jeff, Megan, Doug, and Shane. And then all the chumps, like 10 or 15 of them, were on the side, like cheering them on, taking pictures with everyone. They were in the VVIP, they were in the VIP, taking pictures afterwards. So there's no way it would financially make sense for him to fly all those people and their schedules and put them up in a hotel and everything for it to make sense to have a show. So I actually think it makes sense to have it in LA. And I love hopping on a Southwest airplane from HOU to LAX. So I think it actually makes sense. Anyways, Sarah has a great one. Yes, Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group. And trust me, we try to keep it very respectful, very nice and kind, but assholes creep in everywhere and everyone has a moment sometimes. So if there's ever an issue with a post or a comment, there's a ... right above it. Hit that. And there's a button that says notify or something about the admin. You have to do that. If you just comment, I may not, Melanie, who's my other admin who helps me, we may not see everything. Okay. So, I'm busy. I'm trying to read all comments on all my social media, but it's a lot. So anyways, but that is one of the best Jeff Lewis fan Facebook groups, because a lot of them just turned evil and they seem to hate Jeff and hate listen to me and just bitch and moan about things. And I'm like, then why are you wasting your life with such negativity? Like, don't get me started with that. Anyways, okay. Speaking of negativity, let's shit talk the Sirius XM app. Oh my God. So it finally updated. I know some people had updated last week. Mine finally updated 2 days ago. I woke up and it had the star instead of the old Sirius XM logo. Somebody said there's a way to go back to your old Sirius XM app. I don't know how to do that. I haven't figured it out. Someone offered to call me and tell me how to do it, but I'm not very techie, and I don't follow directions well, so I don't think I'd figure it out. I just accidentally messed with it a little bit today. What I do notice, instead of calling things a favorite, they now say it's in your library. I don't love that as much. Let me know if you are not having any problems with the new app. I did figure out how. I was about 11 minutes late listening on the app today. So I did find Jeff Lewis Live. And then instead of it saying restart, which y'all, we need very simple terms. I don't need an arrow that I don't know what it means. I need it to say restart the show. That way, this is going to the beginning of the show. I hit a button there that said 1 hour. It hits you back 1 hour. Well, that's not what I need. I need it to restart from the beginning of the show. If not, it goes back and it was playing Smith Sisters live. So maybe enough of us will complain. We need very simple directions on the Sirius XM app. I also want that button that would let you skip ahead. It would let you, like, what they call it, like jump ahead like 5 different times, and it would let you skip through the commercials. Also on the after show, it would let you do like 15 seconds before and after. I don't see that option anymore. So I do understand if they're doing that to keep you listening to the ads or keep you listening to the promos, and it makes sense. But I just hope it goes back to being very user friendly and easy and not having all the mess ups that it used to have, right? Let me see what this question is in Alexis and Johnny J. Oh, yeah. Hey, Judy. Yeah. Alexis Bellino and John Jansen, Johnny J, as she apparently now calls him, I guess got a promise ring for Christmas. And I don't even think it was on the right finger. It's a month of dating. They're in their 50s. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, talk about thirsty, like literal thirst, lick from the dog bowl. Alexis Bellino and John Jansen. I'm so freaking disappointed in him. Her, not so much. I mean, Jesus Jugs is meant for TV. Do I want her back on the OC? I really don't think so. Do I want her back with John Jansen on there? No, especially if our queen, Shannon Bedore, is going to stay on the OC, which I think she is, right? I don't want her having to deal with that drama. Like, literally, it's so disgusting. So, that's all the time I'm giving Alexis and Johnny J right now. Anyways, okay, I'm over the app. I think I've tried to figure it out, but if y'all figure out any more quirks and good things about it, let me know. I love Nikki Haskell. I have checked out her TikTok and I have checked out her Instagram. It's really good. I do love that her old show, the Nikki Haskell Show, is on Amazon Freebie. So you see how those waters are kind of mixing things up? Jeff is in deep with Amazon Freebie with season 2 of Hollywood House Lift. Now her show is on Amazon Freebie. So I love it. I would not be surprised at all if Jeff and Nikki together talked and said, let's get your old show up on Amazon Freebie, the replays. Like, Jeff loves his friends and chumps succeeding. And I can see them kind of working together to make that happen. I don't know. What do you think? I do want to check it out because I don't think I watched it at the time, but I do remember her being just like this old school socialite, gossip queen. And I love that, right? But I also love more than that. Instead of having a bucket list. So I don't know if I can cuss too much on YouTube. So let's say an F it list, and you'll know exactly what we mean. Just having a list of things you're not going to accept anymore. People you're not going to accept, your job that you're not going to accept, the way people treat you, the way you're not going to make yourself a priority, you make your health a priority, all the things. I love that it didn't necessarily have to do with things she wants to do in her life. She's like, I wake up every day doing more and more amazing things and living life to its fullest. So I love that she already does that, and she doesn't wait for a new year to do new things. So you let me know in comments what your F it list is. Who, don't name names, come on, let's not be a Jeff, but if it's your cousin, if it's your former neighbor, if it's your freaking ex-husband, if it's your dog, if it's your kid, if somebody or something is not doing the best things for you, let me know in comments who you're getting rid of, what you're getting rid of, what you're going to do to make 2024 even better, because I love that. I love that she, to me, is so rich, knows all these wealthy people, but she's very relatable to me. Like, I felt like she was giving really good advice to people that she doesn't even know, right? Like, we're not lucky enough to be Kathy Hilton chatting with her at 2 a.m. But I love that she was telling us, like, you deserve the best, and I've got an effort list to make things better for me. I love that. What else? We've already talked about Cairo Judge, but oh my gosh. Okay, so when he originally called in, this is the guy that Jeff had this long weekend date with. I sort of wonder where Monroe was. right? Like, how much did he have Monroe this weekend that he was like going out with this guy? Like, where did they go? Did they go to his hotel? Did they go to drinks? Did anyone see them? Y'all, if you were in the LA area or ever run into Jeff or the chumps in the wild and you post it, tag me. Oh my God, I would love to see these pictures in the wild. You know, so many people have to see them all day, every day, whether it's Taco Bell, the Delta One Lounge, the interior design stores. Somebody says you drove next to them. Who? Shane and Jeff? Oh my God, I would love that. Tag me in a picture. I would love to share that so much. Kathy, did you ever answer me? Did you come to the Jeff Lewis Live event and I just didn't meet you? You had been DMing me saying that you were coming to the live event and then I never did meet you. And I think you put it in a Facebook group. Oh, NW Shelley. Y'all, his T for D always overrides Monroe. Y'all, he's making an effort, but I think D is, really strong in Jeff's world. I mean, does Monroe still nap? I don't feel like she does. I don't feel like he scooted out during a nap, right? Oh, that's not you. I have the oh. Oh, I guess it wasn't you. Okay. Is that Heather McDonald's sister though? Is that her account? Or am I getting the accounts mixed up? I might be tired. Might be getting all the accounts mixed up. Okay, so let's talk. So when he called into the show weeks ago, I never heard that he actually gave his Instagram, but I think Alyssa had asked what his Instagram was. That way Jeff could DM with him. And he said Cairo Judge. So I missed that, but a lot of y'all did not miss it. And you sent me his Instagram account. So then I got a notification that said Cairo Judge started following you. And I'm like, oh my God. So turns out he is a day one, because he DM'd me, remember? And I DM'd back with him. And he is a day one Jeff Lewis flipping out fan. He follows Gage. He still follows Jenny. Obviously follows Jeff and all the chumps. I looked today though, because when he was talking about him, I went to see if he put up any stories from the weekend. It didn't seem like he put up a Merry Christmas one. And then he put up a picture, what looks to me, because I've only visited Chicago once, but and he lives in Chicago. It looked to me like the shores of Lake Michigan off Chicago. So I don't think he put up anything about him and Jeff when they were there together, which I doubt he would. But it didn't say follow back anymore. So he unfollowed me since this. So I don't know when he unfollowed me. I don't know if I did something to make him mad. I don't know, but I just thought that was kind of funny. But it sounds like they spent Friday night through Sunday morning together. I'm sure they got it on, right? Like, I don't think Jeff wastes any time. He told us a week or two ago that he very quickly had already started texting with the guy and he really liked him a lot. But he does live in Chicago and he's got a very successful chiropractic thing there. What do you call it? Chiropractic account. What's it called? Business, whatever it's called. It's called something else. And Jeff likes to get people oh my God, DJ Rockstar Aaron, holes were sore. Or mouths. I almost get the feeling from Jeff's interview with Zach Noe Towers on After Hours with Zach Noe Towers. It is an amazing interview if you've not heard it. I almost get the feeling that Jeff likes a lot of oral. So I don't know. I think it's easier and quicker to plan. I don't know. I tried joining Instagram, was put on the waiting list. I know, Christine on TikTok. I do not know what's going on with the Instagram subscription. Some people, not everyone, because there's so many that are Royal Chumpette, shout out, thank you, where I'm giving extra content, sneak peek content, and Ask Me Anything Instagram Live every week. So I did start a membership on YouTube also. But Instagram is really the one I want to do it on because it's just easier. But it's giving some people an error saying they're on a wait list. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm trying to figure it out. I've got someone else trying to help me with that too. But I don't know. Some people, it was a credit card not being hooked up. Different reasons. I don't know what's going on with that. What'd you think of Oscar? 15 drinks in one day. And then he ended up getting sick. And he said his trip ended up being decent, not even that amazing. That kind of made me sad. I do love, So Chris, who is a chumpette, she had DM'd me over the weekend that she ran. I guess Oscar the Voice is his Instagram. He's amazing. I've met him. He's so nice. And he was posting where he was at. So people were following him because they also happened to be at Disney World in Orlando. So they found him and hooked, took a picture, whatever, said hi. So he did give Chris a shout out on the radio today, which I thought was so cute. So when I met Oscar at the season 2 Hollywood House Lift premiere party, I saw him walking and I said, Oscar, and I was the first person, he said, that had ever recognized him in the wild. So that was really cute. Oh, somebody said, yes, Chris Cooper. There she is. Yes, and I follow him, so I knew he was close to where I was. I don't think Disney drinks are strong, but 15, that's got to cost a fortune. Okay, an alcoholic drink at Disney World, would you say $15 minimum? Okay, I'm no mathematician. What is 15 times 15? I feel like it's 225. I feel like that's something I learned in 3rd grade and now I've forgotten it, but I don't know. And I don't have a calculator near me. Anyways, that's a lot of money. A lot of money. Makes me sad that he said his trip was only decent because, I think he was there like 7 or 10 days. It probably cost a fortune to go to all those places. He took time off work. That's a lot. $18 to $20 at Disney World plus tip. And I hope he was tipping, but he is young. I mean, I don't know. How old is Oscar? Has he said he's like 25 or 26, I think? Yeah. Yes, on YouTube. Yes, you can cancel it if you get Instagram to work. Absolutely, Christine. And it is $4.99 a month. I think it's worth it because y'all, I'm just a fan at heart. So I know exactly what people want on an Instagram subscriber content. So I hope I'm giving that to you and more. So, and obviously a weekly Ask Me Anything is so fun to get. There's also a chat. So if you go under your DMs once you join, and you can cancel anytime, it's $4.99 a month. It says channel or Royal Chumpettes, and Royal Chumpettes is our own private chat for people that are Instagram subscribers, and it's so fun. Like everyone's totally getting to know each other. It's so fun. Okay, Kathy says that $18 a piece, that would be $270. That's just alcohol drinks for one day. That's a lot. How do we listen to your podcast? Jamie Stevenson says, well, this is the podcast. So the live show is live on 6 different platforms every day under Jeff Lewis Obsessed, on Facebook group, the Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. So 6 different places. It goes up as a replay everywhere too, instantly, right after it ends. It's usually 45 minutes. Today's going to be an hour. And then on TikTok, the replay doesn't go up. That's a TikTok thing. But then about 10 minutes later, it goes up everywhere. Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, whatever, all the places you can get your podcasts about 10 minutes later under Jeff Lewis Obsessed. So all my accounts are called Jeff Lewis Obsessed, and the podcast is called Jeff Lewis Obsessed. And all the backlogs are there too. Not since June of 2022 when I started, because June of 2022, when I first went Instagram Live, I was only on Instagram. So if you scroll way down, you'll see some really old school Jeff Lewis. And now it was called Jeff Lewis Stalker back then, because don't forget, Jeff always wanted a stalker. So when I made this fan account, I said, can I make a fan account called Jeff Lewis Stalker? He said, absolutely. I think it's funny. Well, that lasted about a month, and all the Jeff Lewis lovers kept like turning in my account. So finally, I just changed my name to Jeff Lewis Obsessed, where Instagram wasn't like seeing the word stalker, because clearly I'm not. Anyways, okay, let's chat the holidays. So Tom and Claudia hosted 19 people at their house. I agree. As you know, I shared with y'all that my mom started the tradition years ago of picking up Olive Garden catering for us. So we would all go to church together, my brother's family, my mom, my family of 7. And then my mom would leave church about 3 minutes before we did, and she would go stop by Olive Garden on the way home, pick it up. That way, none of us had to cook. We would just bring desserts. We didn't have to stress over it all. My mom has now been gone since January 2019 from cancer, but we keep that tradition going. It is so good because we really don't eat all, I mean, I think Olive Garden's kind of expensive. We don't eat there during the year. So it makes it very special and delicious for us to have their salad, their breadstick, the lasagna, the meatballs, the chicken Alfredo, everything on Christmas Eve with my brother's family. We all look forward to it. None of us have to cook. We don't even have to clean up. They give you the utensils, they give you the plates, they give you everything. And it's really not outrageous. So I definitely think Tom and Claudia need to let Jeff take it over next year at the new house. Let it be catered. Let them have a bartender. Let Aurora work. Although, do we really want Aurora to have to work on Christmas Eve? No. But I love that idea, and I really hope they agree to it because it's got to be so stressful to cook for that many people and like having all the food hot at one time. Like, I do not understand what people enjoy out of cooking. Like, I get if you do it all together, like our family likes to bake together or like eat cookies together and things like that. But cooking like real meals, I do have one sibling, a brother, and he's amazing. And they live about 30 minutes from me. And he's married to my amazing sister-in-law, who I love. I have the best sister-in-law ever. She's the one that always makes the games and brings the games and buys the prizes. And all she does is tell me the money I owe her. I always make it fair because they're a family of 4. We're a family of 7. So I always pay 7/11ths of all the prizes and the money. And then we split up the Olive Garden. She's the best sister-in-law ever. She's not a Jeff Lewis fan. She's not a Bravo fan, but she's the best sister-in-law ever, besides not being all that. What else? STD check. Wait, what are y'all talking about? Jeff and James? Oh, Jeff and James. Oh, we can't even make a name together because they're Jeff and James. What could their dating name be together, you know? I don't know. Y'all have to think of one. It's hard when they have the same initial of the name, right? Oh my gosh. Okay. So Jeff brings up the coffee reading. Who do y'all think this is? The only person I can think of is his business person, Liz Roman, but I don't know. He did mention it's a female. He said it's not someone from the radio or TV. It's someone in business with him, and he's known them 8 years. So Liz Roman is an amazing person in his life. I have now met her twice. She's been following me for a long time. She's really good friends with Heather McDonald. So she's kind of caught in the middle being a business person of Jeff's. He didn't say it was the lawyer. I don't think it's Marlo, right? I know. I don't think it's Liz. I would just die if it is. He will eventually tell us. I need to send her a DM very soon. Didn't he say the initial was an M on a previous show? Oh, I don't know. I'm just dying trying to figure this out. So Liz Roman I think she's been friends with Heather McDonald for like since they were kids, I think. So when I met her at the Hollywood House Lift premiere party a few weeks ago, I said, "Wait, you're Liz Roman." I mean, I recognized her immediately. She said, "Yeah," and I said, "Wait, how are you and Jeff and you're staying friends with Jeff?" But Heather, she goes, "I just don't mention any of it," which I actually really respect. She's truly just staying in Switzerland. She's very good friends with Heather McDonald still, and obviously friends and business partners or something with Jeff Lewis. But at the Jeff Lewis live show, she was the one in this gorgeous burgundy velvet suit, which I talked to her because I almost showed up in a burgundy velvet suit that Schmangela and Bisham sent me a picture of because, they are my amazing stylists. They will be with me. They are flying in from Houston with me for the January 20th event. Y'all will just die to meet them. And they were all styling me. They were giving me ideas to wear to the Jeff Lewis live event. So I almost showed up in that. So I've met her now multiple times, chatted with her Thursday night. It can't be her. It just can't. Oh my God. Shout out Angela, Schmangela. Oopsie. Sorry, y'all. I just saw she's on. Don't go harass her. Right. She's got her Instagram locked up. Y'all can't harass her. Anyways, okay. I get distracted when like real life friends since 1996 are on my Instagram live. I'm like, ah. Okay. Um, but he says Pohl gave another coffee reading a few weeks ago, and there's a snake aligned with another snake. So somebody is pairing up together and they're working against you. This person hates you and is actively working against you. Oh my freaking God. I Jeff better tell us very soon. He said he's definitely figuring out who it is. No, Liz Roman. Roman, not Rome. Not Liz Rome, LIS. Oh, wait, Liz Rome? No, I think he would have said if she's more of a chump. She's more of a chump than a business person, and he very clearly said not radio or not TV. It's Aurora and her sister. Her sister is Zoila. No, definitely not them. Oh my God, it cannot be them. Does anyone remember an initial he gave? I don't remember that he gave an initial. I don't know what that was. Yes, L. Farrow says Liz Roman knows better. She was Chris's Chris. What's her last name? My brain went blank. Uh, shit. Personal assistant for 10 years. She can keep it professional. We belong to the same CC country club. Oh man, you probably know Heather McDonald then too. Yeah, I didn't think he gave an initial either. Shout out Sherry. Chris Jenner, thank you. My brain, y'all. I need to sleep for like a week, but that can't happen, right? Oh, Kathy says she thinks it was a business associate too. Great friends with Heather. She is. I took a day off, and what this time? I mean, you got to go back and listen, Amy. You cannot miss a Jeff Lewis show for sure. Oh my God, y'all. Izzy, I love you so freaking much. Izzy is going to be there at the show January 20th. I know you had a very important event already planned that weekend in Las Vegas. I am dying that you were able to reschedule that. If y'all were there at the Jeff Lewis live event and at the Jeff Lewis after show, the after party that we had at what was the name of the oh, I had a name. Anyways, whatever it was, the speakeasy at the SLS Beverly Hills. Izzy is amazing. Like he is a rock star. He took so many pictures. He's so kind, so thoughtful. He is a hype person for sure. And you are amazing, Izzy. Yes, Laura says, Izzy, like we're fangirling that Izzy is coming January 20th. I'm dying. I loved meeting you. Everyone had so much fun. No, it's not Chaz Dean because he definitely said a female. And he said he's known this person 8 years. He's known Chaz Dean a lot longer than 8 years. Izzy, I'm just so excited. I'm so distracted now that Izzy's on. Love it, love it, love it. Make sure if you are coming January 20th, tickets are on sale. Get them before they sold out because I don't know. I knew the number the other day. It sold a ton the first day. I haven't heard back from Ross how many have sold since then, but make sure you join the Jeff Lewis Obsessed Facebook group. There's an event underneath there and we're chatting. There's a chat already. So that's where we'll make sure everyone knows what time people are flying in. We can share Ubers from the airport. Chumpettes are just the best, and it is going to be so much fun. We're trying to guess, Sherry, who the snake is in Jeff's life. So go back and listen to the show. He talked a lot about it for sure. Oh, I thought he said female. Wonder if it's an investor type in his design business. I wonder if he has investors. I feel like he likes to keep things himself. That way he can make all those decisions, right? I don't know. I'm dying. Y'all let me know in comments whether you're watching on the replay or live who you think it is. Yeah, I thought he said female too. Bri. He said they were big. Big. What's that mean? What's that mean, Lisa? Yeah, everyone's getting. Oh, I love it. Everyone met each other at this latest Jeff Lewis live event in the after show. So everyone is saying hi to everyone. Schmangela says he has partnerships. I mean, partnerships. Like we know he's buying a house with Christina Ricci to flip, but this is someone he's known 8 years. Like this is crazy. I'm dying. I've got to figure it out. I definitely don't think it's Liz Roman, though. She's amazing. There's no way. She was so good at taking all of everyone's pictures in the VVIP for everyone. I chatted with her for a while. She's amazing. So it's definitely not her. It's not Megan. No, because Megan is definitely radio TV. It's not Megan. Megan's related to the radio show. He said it's not. Yeah. Uh-oh. This should be. I'm charging my iPad. If I lose you on TikTok, I don't think I'm going to, but I'm everywhere at Jeff Lewis Obsessed. I don't think I'm going to lose you though, but we are going an hour today. So get ready with your comments, at least the last 15 minutes. We're going to try to make it Ask Me Anything. And I will, because I know with Sunday, Christmas Eve being a Sunday, that's normally when my subscriber Instagram Ask Me Anything is, and on YouTube. And then next Sunday is New Year's Eve, so we won't be able to do that. One of the nannies. Okay, 8 years though. That to me wouldn't be a business person though. I'm so trying to figure it out. Okay, so on the after show, let's chat that for a few minutes. Carney Wilson, Joey Zalzik. I thought Joey was already in Hawaii because he made this super cute video of him and his husband Brian kissing, but they fly out to Hawaii tomorrow. I love that he doesn't even know where he's going. Like Carney was like, that's not the big island. Like Maui burned down. And he was like, I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going to some fancy house. He doesn't even know. But that's where we learned that Jeff brought James, chiropractor James, to Carney's very intimate 65-person Christmas party, right? Tommy Shaw's wife. Wow. Okay, y'all are coming up with some really good. I don't think it could be her. I would just die. Oh my God. I think he's known her longer than 8 years too, but maybe. Okay, I'm just dying. Anyways, but he brings up that he brought James to the party. And I think Carney said something like she didn't get a great like romantic vibe from him, right? But then Jeff tells us how Stu reached out to him at 7:41 in the morning the other day, saying he left 2 pots, cooking pots at his house. And they kind of had some back and forth. Jeff and Joey and Carney were ultimately like, it's not about the pots. They were like, red flags. He just wanted to have a conversation with you. But if you date someone for 20 months and you're so involved in everything and have this really good, I mean, on, off, pause, whatever, but a really deep relationship, and you don't talk at the end of it, that's got to be so stressful. So I do understand Stu reaching out, right? Oh my God, DJ Rockstar Aaron, Stu wanted his tallywhacker touched at that hour. But I mean, 7:41 in the morning, wasn't he still hanging out with James maybe? I think he said chiropractor James didn't leave until Sunday morning. So, oh my God, he's getting a text from his ex and James is probably laying in bed with him. I don't even know. I'm just making this all up. But anyways, it sounds like it's not about the pots. Jeff is like the cooking pots are long gone. Yes, Sarah says Stu loved him no matter what anyone says. I will always defend that. I never think Stu used him for anything. Were there benefits to being a friend or to dating Jeff? Yeah, but absolutely, I don't feel like Stu came at that relationship with fame already. If anything, Stu has blown up on his Instagram because of these cooking reels that Annie, who is amazing, shout out A Sharp Perspective, Annie Sharp. Annie is making these amazing cooking videos for him. He has gone from like 90,000 Instagram followers to almost like 250,000 in like a month or two, all since he's been broken up with Jeff. So it has nothing to do with that. It's all his cooking videos. I mean, cooking videos are huge. Mike O'Reilly says those pots are expensive. Get those pots. I mean, there's a lot of back and forth with Jeff in his life, right? So it's not like unusual that Jeff will ever get back with him or have a rendezvous. Never say never is what I'll say, because I was shocked at last year's New Year's Eve when Jeff had this date. He had told us about bartender Don, whoever it was. And instead, he ends up chatting with Stu and showing up to New Year's Eve with Stu. So nothing will ever shock me, right? Yeah, Rebecca says he's a chef. Pots are important. Okay, they end the show. They were talking about, I guess a caller called in and said that Stu is at some Mexican retreat now, sort of similar to what Megan did. So I haven't been on Instagram as much, and so I haven't paid attention to that. But Jeff also tells really sweet stories about Christmas Eve and like putting Monroe to bed late because she was so excited for Christmas Eve, putting all the stickers on all the Bluey toys, getting the cookies and milk ready for her, waking up in the morning. I loved it. Make sure you listen to the after show because I thought it was so cute. Um, Later, Carney and Joey talk about like long-term friendships and like having people around you for a long time. By the way, Shmangela, who is on right now, we met in 1996 and never looked back. Like she is my go-to girl for everything. And clearly, the husband is her go to girl because this is not the first Christmas that he has surprised me with gifts that he has uh, gotten her ideas from. So apparently, now I know the whole story because I talked to her yesterday. Um, and I guess, did he reach out? He probably reached out to her and she suggested this Yves Saint Laurent purse. And that's what he bought me for Christmas. So now I have a fancy purse and it's Angela because I'm not the kind of person, I don't care about gifts. Gifts are not my love language, just like Jeff Lewis. I would never tell my husband something to go buy me. That's just not my thing. Um, it's more fun for me, more of a love surprise because my kids knew about it. So they were just waiting on me to look. And he didn't even wrap it. Angela's like, I can't believe he didn't wrap your purse. He just put it in the box. But I turned around. He said, look at your stocking. And I turned around. It was right next to my stocking. I saw the YSL and I went, I mean, I just died because to me, it means more because he surprised me and he got together with, I knew it had to be Angela. She is my fancy friend and Bisham who would guide him on things to buy. So anyways, it was very sweet. We are still trying to, that is the chicest, Laura says. It's a beautiful purse. I can't believe that I have friends that loan me all their fancy stuff. And now I have my very own fancy YSL purse. Yeah, it was really sweet. Okay, 15 minutes. Ask me anything. Let's get comfy in comments. I love that DJ Rockstar, and I can't believe he re-gifted a gift to Carney. I love a re-gift. I have even always said this when my kids were little, we would literally have like 6 birthday parties a weekend to go to. You know, I was in play groups. I mean, I was in everything with my kids, dance, gymnastics, ballet, soccer, everything. Neighborhood kids, if I got a gift that my kids had already gotten or they didn't like, I would totally rewrap it. Now, mentally, I was making sure I didn't re-give it to the person that gave it to us. But, you know, I always had a closet filled with birthday presents because we had so many birthdays to go to. So I feel like when I give a gift, it is yours for the regifting, right? And yeah, let me know in comments. Do you agree with regifting? Or do you not want people to regift? Do you not regift? If you don't regift, what do you do with something that you don't need or you don't love? Or say they give you chocolate and you don't necessarily eat chocolate. Like, by the way, Doug doesn't eat chocolate. So if you ever give Doug chocolate, he's probably going to regift it to somebody, right? Yeah, I love that. Yes, Gina says, I think there was true love between Jeff Lewis and Stu. Absolutely. I am never one that says, and by the way, I've shared with y'all, I see my sister-in-law, shout out, heck yeah, on regifting. I hope you heard your ears tingling, Colleen, Schmaline, should I call her a different name? Because I'm always raving about you. I adore you. She's the best sister-in-law. Oh, DJ Rockstar Aaron, I am not regifting your lipstick. I cannot wait to put it on. DJ Rockstar Aaron, Aaron, gave me the most gorgeous red lipstick. It's his own brand. Put in comments where you can go to get that because I tagged you, but that story only stays up for 24 hours. DJ Rockstar Aaron, Aaron is his Instagram name. He's amazing. He is the one at the that had the hot pink what do you call it, mohawk, that he won best dressed, and he's amazing. Aw, Mr. MR. Okay, has it possibly tested negative? Me, yes, DJ Rockstar Aaron. Adore you, but I can't wait to try. They're gorgeous. They're really pretty lipsticks, but one's a really vibrant red, and the other one's a gorgeous hot pink. So I can't wait to wear them for sure. He was stunning, Krista said. Yes, so stunning. I did take a picture with you. He's amazing. Shout out JT. We are doing well. What questions do you have? Oh my God. Christine said one time she got a regift and the tag was still on it. Oh, that's the worst. I do have to tell you, my kids are now almost 14, just turned 16, just turned 18, almost 20 in a few months, and just turned 22. So I now just don't even take the stickers off whenever I wrap their stuff, just in case we need to exchange it or whatever. Plus, it takes so freaking long to take price stickers off of stuff. So I did tell them this Christmas, I was like, by the way, y'all are old enough, stuff doesn't come from Santa, it's mom and dad. So I didn't do any of that. Tell us, what is Stu at a resort or a retreat? It looks like a resort. I haven't looked at his Instagram. So I am not, contrary to what everyone keeps DMing me, I am not blocked by Stu. I can still see his stuff, but I haven't told y'all this for weeks, but basically he had a moment and blocked me when I was like talking about him and Jeff, and I understand he just didn't want, a fan account talking about him. Very quickly, we chatted it out. He unblocked me, but when you unblock someone, it still makes them not follow you. So basically, we just never refollowed each other back. So all those weeks I kept telling you, it's not my story to tell, but y'all are nosy and y'all had noticed that I wasn't following him or that he wasn't following me. So that's all there is to it. There's nothing wrong. A bunch of us chumps were standing outside Sight Glass waiting on our luxurious Mercedes Sprinter van that the SLS Beverly Hills drove us around in all week. It was those 2 days. And somebody goes, "There's Stu," and he was walking into Sight Glass around 11 or so, I guess. And so I did go over and say hi to him and, told him I was so happy for his Instagram success and everything. So yeah, we saw him and he's so cute. I mean, y'all think he's not cute. He's so cute. Yes. Bri says, we are nosy. Expect nothing less. By the way, you Jeff Lewis sleuths, y'all do the digging for me. Y'all give me all the scoop in my Instagram DMs. So thank you so much for that. I will never not appreciate all the scoop y'all give to me. We didn't take a picture. I just let them go inside the coffee shop. But y'all always give me the scoop, and I love it. So I do try to read all of your DMs, although I'm a little bit behind. Chris said, did you see the gossip on another Facebook group about Gage having a surrogate in her 3rd trimester? No, but that would not shock me at all. But I would think that Monroe knows nothing about it unless Jeff is actually keeping this to himself. Oh, Sherry Lapina, what will you be saying goodbye to in 2024? I don't really wait till the end of the year to say goodbye. When things aren't working for me, like lovers or people that have effed me over, I let that stuff go on their own. But yeah, that wouldn't shock me at all. And it wouldn't shock me. I know that Scott Anderson recently reposted, which was very confusing to a lot of people. He reposted his memory from last December on the baby moon, because obviously a baby moon often means a vacation before you have a baby come, and that confused everyone. But when I was friendly with Scott, I know he shared with me he wants more than one kid. I think he wants 3. So it wouldn't shock me at all if he got I love that. Kathy says, when I got sick, I got rid of a lot of people in my life that were unhealthy for me. I love that. I mean, I'm sorry that you got sick, but I love that. Same surrogate. Maybe that's who Jeff is mad at. Shout out Jenny, Bravo and Blaze. I adore you. Nick, did you see the Up and Atom video? Alexa got a promise ring from John Jay. Yeah, I didn't see the Up and Atom, but I definitely saw it all over page 6 that they got engaged, or a promise ring, whatever. What else? Oh, thank you, Tanya. Loving this show, meaning our show. Oh. Why the snark about Carney sharing a hotel room when you just did the same. I would love a sleepover. Oh, no, no, no. Trust me, I was not. I love a sleepover. I've had many in my life, and to save money. I didn't realize at the time that her and the mom are actually, her and the friend are actually really good friends. So now that I met her, shout out Sal, Mr. Nerdy Teacher. I love you and Isaiah so much. I love seeing y'all again. They literally went through thunderstorms and flooding to get to the Jeff Lewis live event. Love y'all. Um, I was giving her a little bit of crap because I'm like, 5 nights in Mexico, why would you want to share a room when you're going to be eating and going to the bathroom and one all your, because I figure they're so rich. Like I share rooms because I need to save money. Give me a break, right? But when I finally met Carney at the season 2 Hollywood House Lift party, and I met her best friend, she was there too. I told y'all about that. They are long friends. They've been friends since their kids were in kindergarten together. So they're really good friends. They have no qualm. They're very excited to share these 5 nights together in Mexico. So then I was like, so the only snark was I was surprised Carney, as much as she talks about how gassy and other bodily habits, bodily things she has, that she would even want to share a room with somebody. But that's why they're really good friends. Yes, Claire. Jeff has been talking about having his second baby recently too. Yeah. Kathy, a promise ring when they, what are they, 15? Exactly. Thank you for people following me. Please make sure you're following me. Make sure you like or hit the thumbs up. Make sure you comment on my videos. All of that stuff is free. If you tap the screen on TikTok, it gives me likes and it helps other Jeff Lewis and reality people to find us. All those are ways that you can really help grow our Chumpette community. And I would really, really, really appreciate it. Oh my God, I love that. JT says, shout out to Jeff Lewis and the Chumps. I gifted Left, Right, Center game for Christmas and we played it as a family. We played it also, and my son won the money. So it was 11 of us playing, and it was 75 cents. So however much money that is. Michelle, MFM Tennis, are you really coming in from Las Vegas? I will be so excited to see you again. I adore you. I'm getting more excited about the January 20th event. Not only am I shocked that anyone reached out to me to think that I could host a live event, I am now getting more excited to see other Chumpettes that I've never met before and to see other Chumpettes that I have met before and like have this reunion. It is literally going to be so fun. I cannot wait. Tickets are up on my Instagram story. They're up on my Instagram profile. It's an Eventbrite, so it's super easy. It's $50 flat. There's no taxes, no fees. Saturday night, January 20th in Hollywood. So please get there. Yes. Ange Fist, why didn't I think about putting Jeff Lewis Live merch on my Christmas list? Now I'm gonna have to order me something. JeffLewisMerch.com is the official one. Ooh, January 20th is your coffee reading. I love that. Love that. I mean, by the way, Paul and Patrick hosted us at their boutique was amazing. The dresses are truly gorgeous. Pole2.com, $1,000 dresses that are on sale. Well, like $8,000 dress that are on sale for $1,000. They're beautiful. Oh, your granddaughter won the game. I love that, JT. It's good for a kid to win a game, right? Matter of fact, my sister-in-law had done the saran wrap game where she wraps up all the stuff. And I didn't realize she just put teenager and kid gifts in there and not for the adults. So we were just letting the one. No time for a coffee reading. I had Paul and Patrick. They ended up impromptu being on my show. So you can go watch that from Friday, December 22nd. Watch it on my Instagram because the Wi-Fi there was not very good. And the one on YouTube, the audio was good. And the Jeff Lewis Obsessed podcast, the audio was great. But the video on YouTube was really bad. So it wasn't good. Watch it on my Instagram. What did you miss about Megan? I don't know. I don't think you missed anything about Megan. She did post a picture yesterday or Christmas of her and her kids, her son, Bo, and her daughter, Drew. And I got so many DMs. I can imagine how many she got asking me, oh my God, did her and Ben break up? And I'm like, no, I think Ben's not their biological child. You know, they have a father. So I think she was just posting her and her kids on Christmas. He was there at the live event. He was so nice, you know, supporting her. Um, Mel Ronnie, good question. Can you tell us what will be happening at your January 20th event? I'm local to LA. I hope you're coming. It's going to be 4 to 6 p.m. in Hollywood. The address is on the tickets. It's an amazing venue. There is parking, so that's a huge thing for LA. It's probably better if you Lyft or Uber, or you know, we take this Mercedes Sprinter van from the SLS hotel over and have them drop you off. But there is parking next to the venue, which is amazing. It's going to be a combination, not really a live podcast. I'm not going to just sit there and talk to you the whole time because I don't like that. But it will be all very close. It will be available on Instagram subscriber. So if you pay the $4.99 a month already, you will get it January 20th. I know there's people that are in other countries that can't travel. So it will be available that way, live streamed and then up as a replay also. But I would much rather you come in person because it is going to be such fun. Trivia, games. There's going to be really good prizes, some surprises that have not been announced yet. Oh, my TikTok just dropped out. Why would it drop out when it should be charging this whole time? What a piece of crap. Sorry, TikTok. Anyways, okay, I will charge it. Anyways, but lots more surprises. But basically, it'll be handled the way some things are, where you get kind of a tease, kind of a meetup. But really, I want the meetup to be also at the SLS hotel because, you know, we'll be hanging out at the hotel together. We'll be going to dinner after the event. We'll make sure everyone is included. So do not work. Oh, more than an hour does TikTok? No, my iPad died out. That's what happened. I didn't charge my iPad, so it's my fault. Oh, it's past. Oh, it is past an hour. Anyways, okay. Well, we will wrap it up because I just realized it is past 3:00. I guess we could chat for hours. But get your tickets. They are up on my Instagram. It is January 20th in Los Angeles. The address is on the ticket once you buy it. 4 to 6 p.m. California time. We will go to dinner afterwards. That's a separate fee, right? We'll all be responsible for our own dinner. And then we'll probably go back to the hotel and hang out at the speakeasy. I would love to go to like Tom Tom, High Tops, Schmitty's, but just for the sake of us all hanging out, it might just be easy to go back to the thing, but we'll figure it out. I haven't figured out dinner yet. So anyone that's local, I really want it to be like a Jeff Lewis or some kind of related place that we would all want to go to. So I'm thinking like Casa Vega. I need to figure out what's really close to West Hollywood into the SLS Beverly Hills location to make it easier on us. Anyways, thank you so much for joining live. I promise you it's always fun to join live. If you're on the replay, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. I would really appreciate it. And I will see you tomorrow, 12 o'clock Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. Bye, Chumpettes. Yeah, Casa Vega, I think would be great too.